Hello John, happy birthday. I'm sorry that Nancy and I aren't able to come down, but we're in the middle of moving, as you probably know. We're in the local prison camp, otherwise known as a retirement community, but they won't let us out. There's a big sign outside that says, beware of hitchhikers, don't pick them up, but I think I made that one up. But anyway, this is the sort of thing you're going to go to one of these days, so you better behave yourself. Anyway, Nancy and I are going to toast you on your 80th birthday from Denver, from the prison camp.
Happy birthday,
Happy birthday to John.
Mother always used to like to tell the story that after your first day of kindergarten, when you were told the next day that it was time to go to school, you said, "What? I have to go again?" Well, you soon discovered you not only had to go for another day, but it involved weeks, months, years, and decades, but you always did very, very well. I feel very fortunate in my family, you and Carnita and the children, and I'm very proud to have you as my brother, and we love you very much, and we wish you a very, very happy birthday and many, many more.
I'm reminded, John, of a little excursion you took me on to get me introduced to hiking. This was probably in the mid-60s, and we went, I was told it was going to be tough, but we went up to Mount Marcy, which is the highest peak in New York State, but not to be finished with that. Then you insisted, because the day we were so well advanced, that we had to go up yet another mountain, and be darned if we didn't go up the third mountain. Little one, but it was the third. I think we did 18 miles, and the last 5 or 6 miles, all I can remember is trees on the other side and the backs of your boots. Anyway, that at least introduced me to all sorts of hiking in Europe with you, which I really thoroughly enjoyed. All the best on your 80th birthday. Great to be able to do this. I'm sorry it was so late. Bye.
Uncle John is quite the formidable individual. He just has this strength of presence that comes from intellect and integrity. As a child, I'd have to admit that I was a little afraid of him, although I don't know that that sentiment is entirely reserved for children. But he's also got this great sense of humor, and it comes out in his sense of fun and joie de vivre. I can remember a trip, the only trip that I can remember as a road trip with my cousins, and it was quite a long one, and they still had the old station wagon at the time, and we'd stop to run around in this big green field, and then when we got back in the cars, Uncle John suggested that Sarah and I sit in the rear-facing seats in the old station wagon, and my mom, I'm sure, was having an absolute fit, but didn't want to stand up to her big brother, particularly when we were clamoring at this particular idea. So he's got this great sense of fun that always comes out in his laughter, you know, when he's around. And with time, I have to admit that he reminds me more and more of my grandfather, which is saying quite a lot for those of you who knew John Gardner Sr., someone that I revered and adored and was my role model, even if I was rather afraid of him from time to time. So happy birthday, Uncle John.
Hi, John, abuelito de mis hijas. Happy birthday. I wish you enjoy your day. I consider myself fortunate for having had the opportunity of sharing so many happy moments with your bright ideas and generosity. We are grateful with you and we love you. Cheers. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Oh, I drink it all.
Okay.
I really wish you a really happy birthday, abuelito. I can't wait to go to Canada and beat you in Clue and win again, because I'm really good at that game. No, I'm kidding. But I'm really grateful for everything that you've done for us, and I hope my sister is being a good guest in your house, and I really want to go and see all of you. And I hope you have a really nice day and have a nice birthday.
Blow the candle.
We just made the cake right now.
Yeah.
And the kitchen's
And
really
here
messy.
it is.
Yeah.
Look, this is for you.
And we're gonna blow it out.
1, 2, 3. Okay.
Hey, abuelito.
I hope you have a great day. Happy birthday. I'm sorry I couldn't be there with you to celebrate, but I ran the race today for you. And I hope you have a lovely day. I love you very much. And thank you for all of your funny jokes and, you know, wisdom and sarcastic comments. Love you very much.
Hello, John. It's Frank. I'm in my backyard and I'm reflecting back 50 years ago where we met in Narberth. We both had young, beautiful brides and started our careers and thought that when one was over 40 that they were over the hill. Well, John, at age 80, you've been over the hill quite a few times now. I look at all the great times we had and the kindness that you've shared things with us. You and Incarnita enabled us to go to Spain and meet the family. Then we came to visit in Toronto and went up to the national park and raced canoes. I think I had Maria Luisa in my boat, and I think you might have had Lee or John, I forget, in your boat. And of course we smoked you. Then we go and fast forward. We had a great trip together in the Pyrenees with you and Sarah, and a lot of things occurred which will always remain in the Pyrenees. And then I remember a time when Alice and I, we all went out to dinner in Amiens-Neckar, and we had a great dinner and observed some very good flamenco dancing, and then had an interesting adventure on the way back home. And so we've had a lot of good times together and shared some tender moments. And I wish you a very happy birthday and that this next year is good to you. And I hope that we could continue doing things together. And don't forget, Atlanta's not a bad place to visit. We have mountains and lakes and rivers and art museums. We have lots of things here, so come visit. And again, happy birthday.
Cumpleaños, Tito John.
Que te la pases bien, John. Un gran beso para ti y toda tu familia.
Que vaya bien.
This is part 2, John. When you turn to about 84 or 85, they put you in this room. It's called the residence storage, and they store all the residents in here, sometimes knee deep. Anyway, you have a happy birthday. Bye now.